Now, lastly, of these products that are available on the market, I wanted to make mention of the company Buoy, Buoy, Buoy Hydration Drops. Buoy Hydration Drops, I have to admit, kind of has left a bad aftertaste in my mouth, the way that they market. Buoy Hydration Drops were formulated and marketed. They are marketed towards people who have chronic diseases, such as POTS. POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And so basically what that means is that as you stand up and sit down, tachycardia means a fast heart rate. Basically, it can lead to your blood pressure dropping and you passing out, you losing consciousness and passing out. It's a serious illness, and commonly an intervention for people with POTS to do is to just stay very, very well hydrated with water and electrolytes. And so Buoy has created these hydration drops, and kind of their appeal of them is that they're unflavored, so you can add them into anything you want. You can add them into your morning coffee. You can just add them into your water bottle as you go around your day or whatever, a smoothie. You can add it into anything, and that's great. They also market towards people with these chronic diseases, which, I mean, if they're made with those people in mind, that's great. However, the reason it's left kind of a bad taste in my mouth is because of all these electrolyte beverages, the most expensive components of them are the flavorings, the sweeteners, whatever makes it this, strawberry watermelon flavored drink or whatever, and then the magnesium. The two most expensive components are the flavorings and the magnesium. The sodium and the potassium are very, very cheap, and certainly water is very cheap. If you're not selling them in a bottle, like a Gatorade or a Powerade, very cheap. Should be very, very cheap. Now, I looked into Buoy and wanted to see, kind of about how much it costs to get Buoy hydration drops and how much electrolytes are in them. And well, what I've come out to see is that what they recommend is, I think they sell them in like an 80 serving packet, but then a recommended serving is actually what they call 5 servings. So anyways, that's a little weird to me. Or 1 squeeze, I think. The recommended serving is 5 squeezes. And within that 5 squeezes is 250 milligrams of sodium, which is a little higher than Gatorade, but still much less than Powerade. And then it would be 50 milligrams of potassium, which is less than Gatorade, which I've already said is kind of low and kind of bad. So again, in this 5 squeezes recommended serving, it's 250 milligrams of sodium and 50 milligrams of potassium. Then there is a little bit of magnesium, but it's 0.5 milligrams, which is functionally nothing. There's no sugar, of course, and there's 400 milligrams of chloride, which again is not necessarily super high either. The thing that really gets me, though, is that this 5 squeeze serving is $1.60. There's functionally no magnesium. There's no flavoring. I feel like they're just charging $1.60 for this serving of salt because it's considered like a medical treatment, and they can kind of get away with that. All it is salt water. That's it. It's just salt water. And they're charging a lot for it. There's no flavoring. There's not really any magnesium. The amount of sodium and potassium aren't even impressive to me. And I think of all of these, it's the most expensive option. I know like an LMNT and a Liquid IV, many people find them to be a little expensive, but still they're about $1 a piece, not $1.60. And they have double to quadruple the amount of electrolytes in them. As well as, I know that when Buoy makes their commercials, I've seen Buoy commercials and Buoy ads on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Usually what they do is they open a Liquid IV stick and they start coughing at the powder, as if the fact that it's a powder makes it bad, and the fact that you cough when you inhale powder into your nose means it's a bad product, and I don't appreciate that. And, well, I don't mean to slander Buoy, I don't mean to make them look bad. You can see I'm hesitant as I even say this, but I guess I just want to leave it at that. I would not recommend Buoy, and I'm not very fond of their marketing tactics, and they're very expensive for what you're getting. And for that, I don't really recommend it. You would be better off just buying store-bought Gatorades or Powerades especially. It would be way cheaper and way more electrolytes to drink nothing but store-bought bottles of Powerade than to get Buoy. And for that, I just leave that decision up to you.